Breaking news: ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo responds after the numerous, precisely two explosion in Abeokuta, one in his library and the other one around the area recently. Olusegun Obasanjo is speaking in this light and is saying, the SSS said education is the only way out of insecurity. That could tell you that the ex-president is already feeling that there is a lot of insecurity threat to the extent that he's apparently being a target. You see, being a target in the sense that the first explosion happened in his library. The second one happened less than 24 hours to the first one. So, this is a clear indication that there is more to this. There may be more to this than you can ever imagine or think about. Olusegun Obasanjo is saying that with all these occurrences that are going on, there is only one way out for us all as a country, and is saying that the country has to prioritize education, that when people are educated they will not be indoctrinated, used by those who are using them to cause insecurity. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. Ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo says the only way out of this current threat and insecurity we are facing is education. That is the only way out. Recently, you must have heard of what is going on in Ogun State, two gas explosion that has led to loss of life and other two seriously injured and in between life and death. Former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo on Friday said if the country will get out of this present insecurity threatening cooperate existence of the nation, such as bandits, Boko Haram, kidnapping, and other criminal activity, Nigeria needs to get through a very long gestation period of training and educating all Nigerian children, starting from today. Speaking at the commissioning of Professor Adeyemo Oluwatunsin building, International College, Ibadan, Oyo State, the capital, on Friday, he advised the government at all levels to invest heavily in Western education to tackle the insecurity. Olusegun Obasanjo stated that Nigerians should reawaken themselves and re-equip themselves with the consciousness that they should not be falling cheap for those who are gaining and having advantage over them, using them to cause insecurity, which according to him has been fueling the corruption, insecurity, setting the nation aback. He added, the enormous belief that money can buy anything does not apply to me. If you have money, you cannot buy my conscience. If you are to get out of this insecurity, if we all are to really be honest, the Boko Haram bandits, kidnappers, and all those who are carrying out criminal activity, we will need to go through a very long gestation period, starting from educating every child. Every child. Every child in Nigeria today needs to get into school. It will take a while, but it will finally be eradicated if we take education seriously. Education is the beginning of a life well lived. God has given us all things, and each of us have this ability to be able to educate and develop ourselves, to the ability for us to be useful to family, society, the world, and to our communities, wherever we find ourselves. But really and truly, it starts with education. Educating a child today is an opportunity of saving the nation tomorrow of untold suffering and hardship. Those who are currently involved carrying out insecurity, most of them is lack of education, so they've been easily compromised. That's the former president of Nigeria speaking and saying education in his own opinion is the way out, saying that if we really want to see that Nigerian transforms and things become better, we must prioritize and we must give opportunity for education, because with the current predicament and what is going on, we reported to you with regards to his library, as if that was not enough. Also, before you could say Jack Robinson, another part of town in the same Abeokuta there, another gas explosion less than 24 hours. Alusha Gobasa just say, you know what? There is really nothing more to say here. The truth of the matter is, if we must get out of this, all hands must be on deck. And it starts from, a gestation period is a period of wait between when the thing is conceived and when it is finally, delivered. Just like a woman gets pregnant, from the day of delivery to the period she has the baby is a 9 month gestation period, all things being equal. This is what is saying will happen to Nigeria if we are to really come out of this insecurity. First of all, we have to prioritize Western education. Should I interest you to know that that very Western education is what this group of people don't want to hear about? Oh, yes. They don't want to hear about anything about Western education. They say Western education is what has made people not to follow the religion as they should. So they don't want to hear of Western education. But Western education teach you to be tolerant with another person, does not encourage you to oppress another person. As a matter of fact, brings about freedom of rights, freedom of expression. But what they believe in says no, you have no right to express yourself. If I'm the leader, whether I'm right or wrong, and I tell you to keep quiet, you must and you should keep quiet. So you see the oppression train that we are in, it comes from a very depraved mindset as a result of what they've been fed with and what they've been taught and they've learned over years. And what begins to form your habits and your beliefs are predominantly your tradition, your home, where you've been, where you came from, things you've seen, experiences you've had, lessons you've learned. So it is really hard to teach an old dog a new trick because again and again they keep reverting to the very old things, manner, way of doing things. Now, the way to eradicate this kind of mindset and ideology is to go back to the basis, teaching the child from young. Do you realize that from the very day your child is born, less than 2 or 3 years, they started school? Yes, that is because it's an indoctrination kind of mindset to say this is the world we live in, this is today, this is how we live in the world, this is how we go about things. You give people an opportunity to be able to express themselves. While others are speaking, could you listen? Wait for your turn. Can you not talk over other people? Can you be polite? Can you say, I'm sorry? Can you say, thank you? Can you say, no, no, I don't? Can you object? you know, uh, properly without causing a fight. These are way to get over to get a nation. After a while, this becomes a lifestyle. This becomes a way of life. This becomes the way everybody begin to see things and follow through. After a while, it becomes the norm, a normal society. So we'd like to hear from you. Yeah, really. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.